Hey guys, John here. Welcome to Rupee Shootout, behind the scenes video. Unfortunately, while we were shooting Rupee Shootout, we didn't have an extra camera or anything, so we didn't really get any behind the scenes footage. So what we're going to do on this video's behind the scenes is talk more about the post-production side of things. One of the things I wanted to talk about was using HDRI probes. And what this is a garden gazing globe, which is something old ladies like to put in their garden for reasons beyond me. But what this allows you to do is take probe images of your surroundings, so you can integrate your 3D assets into your shot much more realistically. Basically, what you do is you set up your camera so it's straight on with the globe, as close as you can get. Use another tripod, have your camera on a tripod, put them both on the ground. Do whatever you can to get them straight on, as close as. And you take a sequence of images that are all the same at different exposure amounts. So what you do is you bring that into 3ds Max, set it up in there to give you reflection. It gives you the reflections of that image. It will reflect them onto the objects from a sphere around the camera, and you can just see in the rupees that it gives you a really realistic reflection of the objects around you, and it definitely helps integrate all of it much more realistically than without it. Next thing I want to talk about is using a Z-depth pass. What a Z-depth pass does is give a compositing program like After Effects information on where stuff is in 3D space between the camera and the subject. Why that's helpful is you can add things like depth of field. So as the rupees shatter and stuff, a lot of the pieces come closer to the camera. Well, it'll know to blur the pieces that are closer and keep the pieces that are further away in focus. It's another subtle thing, but all these subtle things that's like what VFX is all these subtleties can build up into something much more realistic. Last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was using a plugin for 3ds Max called Rayfire. And with Rayfire we shattered all the rupees. It's a plugin that basically deals with destruction of geometry. So what we did was model the rupee, and you can make bullet objects that collide with it. And what it does is it can calculate where it struck that object and how fast and how hard. It can actually destroy your geometry with literally just a few parameters to set. It's pretty simple to use once you get the hang of it. It can pretty much do anything that deals with destroying things, and can even be used beyond that as even just a physics simulation engine for 3ds Max. It is super powerful. I highly recommend, if you're a 3ds Max user, trying it out. Have fun with it, because it can do a lot of really cool stuff, and the possibilities for what you can do with it are nearly limitless. So guys, thanks for watching. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook if you haven't already. We like answering questions from you guys, and it's really fun. So if you want to keep up on what we're doing, ask us questions, follow us there. The links are somewhere on the screen. Anyway, I'll catch you later.